16-10-23 Morning Murli Om Shanti Bap Dada Madhuvan. Essence. Sweet children, the happiness of this knowledge continue for 21 generations. It is the constant happiness of heaven. On the path of devotion, they receive momentary happiness from doing intense devotion. Question. By following which Srimad can you children attain salvation? The father Srimad is forget this old world and remember me alone. This is known as surrendering yourself or dying alive. By following this Srimad, you become the most elevated of all. You then receive salvation. Corporeal human being cannot grant salvation to human being. The Father alone is the best tower of salvation for all. Song. Salutation of Shiva. Om Shanti. You children heard the song. It is sung God in highest of high. Human being don't know God's name. Devotee cannot know God until God comes and give the devotee his own introduction. Human being don't know God's name. Devotee cannot know God's until God comes and give the devotees his own introduction. It has been explained that there is knowledge and devotion. The golden and silver ages are the reward of studying this knowledge. You are now receiving this knowledge from the ocean of knowledge, and by making effort, you are creating your reward of constant happiness. Then in the copper and iron ages, there will be devotion. The reward of this knowledge continues throughout the golden and silver ages. The happiness of knowledge continues for 21 generations. That is constant happiness of heaven. In hell, there is momentary happiness. It is explained to you, children, that when there were the golden and silver ages, the path of knowledge, there was the new world, the new Bharat. It is called heaven. Bharat has now become Tamo Pradhan hell. There are many types of sorrow in this heaven. There is no need or trace of sorrow. There is no need to adopt a guru. It is God alone who has to uplift the devotee. It is now the end of Iron Age and destruction is just in front of you. The Father comes, gives you this knowledge through Brahma and stabilizes heaven. He inspires destruction through sanskar and sustain through Vishnu. No one understands the act of God. Human beings are said to be sinful soul or charitable soul. It is not said sinful supreme soul or charitable supreme soul. The great soul would be called a great soul. He would not be called a great supreme soul. Soul become pure The Father has explained. First of all, the main religion is the deity religion. At that time, it was just the Sun dynasty that ruled the kingdom. There was not the Moon dynasty. There was just one religion. There were palaces of gold and silver in Bharat. All the roofs and walls were decorated with diamonds and jewels. Bharat was like a diamond. That same Bharat has now become like shell. The Father says, I come at the end of the cycle. I come at the confluence of the end of Iron Age and the beginning of the Golden Age. I make Bharat into heavens once again through you, Mother. You are the Shiv Shaktis and Pandava army. Pandavas have love for the one Father. The Father is teaching them. All the scripture etc. are the paraphernalia of the path of devotion. Those are the devotion cults. The Father now comes and give everyone this knowledge, the fruit of devotion through which you go in salvation. The best tower of salvation, the Father of all is just the one. The Father alone is called the ocean of knowledge. Human being cannot grant liberation or liberation in life to human being. This knowledge is not in any scripture. The Father alone is called the ocean of knowledge. You claim your inheritance from Him and you will then become full of all virtue. 16 celestial degree full. This is the praise of deities. Lakshmi and Narayana are 16 celestial degree full and Rama and Sita are 14 degree. This is a study. There is not a common spiritual gathering. Only the one is the truth. He alone comes and explains the truth. This is an impure world. There are no impure being in a pure world and no pure being in the impure world. Only the one Father is the one who makes you pure. The soul says, salutations to Shiva. The soul said, salutation to him, to his Father. If someone says that Shiva exists in him, in that case, to whom is he bowing down? The ignorance has spread. The Father is now making you children Trikaldarshi. You know that the place where all souls reside is the land of Nirvana, your sweet home. Everyone remember liberation, where we soul reside with the Father. Now, you are now remembering the Father. When you go to the land of happiness, you will not remember the Father. This is the land of sorrow. Everyone is in degradation. There was a new Bharat in the new world. That was the land of happiness. There were the Sun dynasty, the Moon dynasty kingdoms. People don't know what the connection is between Lakshmi and Narayana and Radha and Krishna. That priceless and that princess and prince are each from separate kingdoms. It is not that they are brother and sister. She was in her separate kingdom and Sri Krishna was a prince in his own kingdom. When they married, they become Lakshmi and Narayana. In the golden age, everything gives happiness, whereas in iron age, everything causes sorrow. In the golden age, no one has untimely death. You children know that you study easy Raj Yoga with the Supreme Father. The Supreme Soul is the order to change from the ordinary man into Narayana and from woman into Lakshmi. This is a school. There is no aim or objective in those spiritual gatherings. They simply continue to relate the Vedas and scriptures etc. You have now come to know the human world cycle from the Father. The Father alone is called the full, knowledgeful, the blissful, and the merciful. You sing, O Baba, come and have mercy. Only heavenly God, the Father, comes and stabilizes heaven at the confluence age. There are very few human being in the heaven. Where will all the rest of people go? The Father takes everyone to the land of liberalization. There was just Bharat in heaven, and later on too, just Bharat will remain. Bharat, the land of truth, is remembered here. At present, Bharat has become poverty stricken. It continues to beg for every penny. Bharat was like a diamond and is now worth a cent. This secret of drama has to be understood. You know the Father, the Creator, the beginning, middle, the end of this creation. Human beings sing salutation to the Mother. However, it is only pure ones who are praised. God Himself comes and begins the saying salutation to the mothers. Shiv Baba himself came and said, women are the gateway to heaven. There is a Shakti army. There are one who will bring about the kingdom of heaven. That is called the world of Almighty Authority Kingdom. You Shakti stabilizes self-sovereignty, and it is now once again being stabilized. The golden age is called the kingdom of Rama. Even now, they say there should be kingdom of Rama. However, no human being can do this incorporeal world, incorporeal God. No one can do this. The incorporeal God, the Father himself comes and teaches you. He too definitely needs a body. He definitely has to enter the body of Brahma. Shiv Baba is the father of all of you souls. Prajapita has also been remembered. Pita is the father. Brahma is called the great grandfather. Both Adi Dev and Adi Devi are sitting here doing tapasya. You too are doing tapasya. This is Raj Yoga. Sannyasi have Hatha Yoga. They can never teach Raj Yoga. The scriptures and the Gita etc. are the paraphernalia of the path of devotion. They have been studying those, but they have continued to become impure. This is the same Mahabharata war through which destruction is to take place. There is no science in Vedas. There are king of knowledge in that. It is the wonder of scientific intellect that they invent inventions. They invent vivans, planes, etc. for happiness. Then later destruction takes place through them. Skills for happiness will remain in Bharat, and the skills for the sorrow and for killing one another will end. The wisdom of science will continue. These bombs etc. were manufactured in the previous cycle too. The new world has to be stabilized and the impure world then has to be destroyed. The Father says, you have completed your 84 birth. Now renounce the arrogance of those bodies and remember me. Your Father and your Son will be absorbed in this fire of the yoga of remembrance. Ravan has made you perform many sinful acts. There is just one way to become pure. You are soul anyway. You say, I am a soul. You not, would not say that you are a supreme soul. You say, do not upset my soul. It is very big mistake to say that each soul is a supreme soul. Devotion is now tamopradhan and adulterated. They just sit and worship whoever come in front of them. The remembrance of one is called unadulterated. Adulterated devotion is now to end. The Father comes and gives you your unlimited inheritance. It is a Father and none other who gives everyone happiness. The Father says, by connecting your intellect in yoga to me alone, your final thought will lead you to your destination. I am the creator of heaven. This is the world of thrones. They continue to fight and quarrel among themselves. This old world is now changing. The urn of nectar of this knowledge is placed on the mother. This is knowledge, but in comparison to poison, it is called nectar. It is said, why should I renounce nectar and drink poison? You will become elevated by following Sriman. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul comes and gives Sriman. Sri Krishna have also become that by following Sriman. This matter have to be understood. You have to forget the whole of the world, and remember the one Father. It is now that you have to surrender yourself. This is now as dying alive. The thing of the path of devotion are separate. Those are cults of devotion. There are many gurus of devotion. However, only the one incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the best tower of salvation. Incorporeal human being cannot grant salvation to human being. They cannot give happiness for all time. It is the Father who gives happiness for all time. This is a school. The Father tells you the aim and objective. He says you are to receive your inheritance of happiness of heaven. All the rest will go to the land of liberation. There is the land of peace, the land of happiness, and this is the land of sorrow. This cycle continues to turn. This is called the discourse of self-realization. No one can be liberated from the cycle of this drama. Each one has the predestined, imperishable path. The Father is teaching you and changing you from human being into deities. Then it depends on how much each one of you studied. Some will become king and other will become subjected. There is the Sun Dynasty. When there was the Sun Dynasty in the Golden Age, there was not anyone else. The land of Bharat was the highest one land, high land of truth. It has now become a land of falsehood. This is called the extreme death of hell. There is no much violence over money. There is so much violence over money. There is nothing. There nothing is lacking for which the whole world have to commit sign. The Father himself is making the corrupted world elevated. Through you, mothers. The Father himself is making this corrupted world elevated through you, mothers. The Father says to them, salutation to the mother. Sannyasis do not say salutation to the mother. Their renunciation is limited. This is unlimited renunciation. The whole world has to be renounced by your intellect. You have to remember the land of silence and the land of happiness. Forget this land of sorrow. This is the Father's order. The Father's the Father is explaining to you, souls, and you are listening through your ears. See, Baba is explaining to you through this organ. He is the ocean of knowledge. That one is not a sage, saint, or great soul. Acha, to the sweetest beloved, long last, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada, the spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual child. Essence of Dharana. Surrender yourself totally to the Father. Renounce the arrogance of your body and have your sins absorbed in the fire of yoga. Study while keeping your aim and objective in your intellect. Keeping and predestined drama in your intellect. Become a spinner of discuss of self-realization. Blessings. May you be elevated soul who constantly flies in the flying stage with the wings of zeal and enthusiasm. Together with knowledge and yoga every day, let there be new zeal and enthusiasm at every moment and in every act. This is the base of the flying stage. No matter what the task may be, whether it is of cleansing, washing dishes or another ordinary task, let there be a constant and neutral zeal and enthusiasm for it. An elevated soul is the flying stage will constantly continue to fly with this wing of zeal and enthusiasm. He will never confused and stop by getting tired about small situation. Slogan. Those who are humble, tireless, and constantly ignited lights the world benefactor. Om Shanti.